Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Gabrielle, and I'm over here at Oxmoor Chrysler today. You guys, I have been over here, but today we're really excited. We're going to be doing a walk around and a driving video on the all-new, completely redesigned 2021. This is the Jeep Grand Cherokee L. But before we do that driving, we want to kind of do a little walk around and show you the comparison between the this is also a 2021, but this is the Jeep Grand Cherokee, and show you the differences on the exterior. So Ben, why don't you go ahead and start with that?
Yeah, absolutely. So obviously this is the most awarded SUV of all time here, both of them actually, the Grand Cherokee. This is the body style that we've been using now for since 2013 actually. It's been a very, very popular body style. Of course, we've for so long had this one, and people have continued to ask, is there a third row option? And until the Grand Cherokee L right next to it, we had to say no. But now we do have a third row option. We are going to continue to produce this one for the time being as well, because it has been so popular. So going on and inside here, there's a lot of similarities obviously between the two different types of Grand Cherokees. Safety features are going to be very, very comparable to one another, though the new Grand Cherokee L does offer a few additional safety features, like the new night vision that detects animals and pedestrians as well. We've added a couple additional vents for the second row on the new Grand Cherokee, and then obviously you have your own separate vents on the third row as well. The Grand Cherokee, this body style here, the old body style, you have your two climate zones for the driver and passenger. The new Grand Cherokee L has four different climate zones, two for the front and then two for the second row as well. Power lift gate, all of the basic comfort and convenience are going to be the same. Obviously storage is going to be a little bit better in the outgoing body style, just because you don't have that third row, though when you lay down the third row on the Grand Cherokee L, you do get plenty of storage space in this one as well. Go ahead and open this up. So this is with the two seats up. You still have ample storage space in the back here. It's nice with this Overland, you actually have the power folding third row as well. So if you need to have that additional cargo space, you can have it back here. Now, a few other different options too. The Grand Cherokee, the outgoing body style, the best stereo system that you can get is a 19-speaker Harman Kardon. On the new Grand Cherokee L, we have a new stereo system. It's a 19-speaker Macintosh, which this one is equipped with. We'll get to show that on the driving video as well. So again, both excellent vehicles, but I'm really looking forward to going over the new stuff on the Grand Cherokee L as well.
All right, well, let's jump on in and take it for a drive. All right, guys, we are in the vehicle, the 2021. This is the Jeep Grand Cherokee L. I'm in the second row, and I have Kenny, who is actually behind the camera. He's in the third row, and he has got more than enough space, and we will show you all of that here in a second. And then we have Ben, obviously, in the driver's seat. He is going to be driving us around. So, Ben, why don't you start us off?
Yeah, absolutely. So while we're sitting here parked, this is probably a good opportunity to show off the different camera angles that we have. So we do have the surround view camera. This is a bird's eye view. So there's multiple different cameras both on the inside and the outside of the vehicle. This is going to illustrate the four cameras on the outside. There's two on either side on the side mirrors. There's one in the rear and then one in the front, obviously. From here, those camera angles stitch together to create this overhead picture right here. And then you can actually toggle through the different cameras here. So here's your standard backup camera, here's your wide view backup camera, your wide view front facing camera, and your narrow front facing camera as well. That's your full screen size right there. Now these are good not only to give you the idea of what's around you and everything, but if you were to take this off-roading, having that front facing trail cam gives you the ability to see obstacles that are in front of you as well. So that covers kind of the cameras outside of the vehicle. Did want to go to the fam cam to illustrate the interior here. So as you can see, we have access to everything here in the third row. What's really neat is you can actually zoom in on specific seats. So right now we're zoomed into Gabby there. Can zoom into Kenny right there. As you can see, it's meant for children, so bigger adults appear bigger on the screen. So, but yeah, you can actually zoom into specific cameras. So if kids are misbehaving in the back, you can just see what they're doing back there. So that's pretty awesome. Again, you could access your front-facing camera right there. What's nice is that this one also has night vision on that front-facing camera that detects animals and pedestrians as well. just as an additional safety feature. On the screen here, this is the 10.1 fifth generation Uconnect display. This is brand new for the Grand Cherokee. It is paired up with these beautiful Macintosh stereo system, which you see Macintosh branding all over the vehicle, from the sides to the front here. Really great clarity of sound.
Yep.
And then with this screen, you can customize how you want to view it. Everything's still neatly tabbed down at the bottom, just like on all of our previous Uconnect systems. This one is equipped with heated and ventilated seats, heated steering wheel, heated second row seats. We do have 4 different climate zones, 2 in the front and 2 in the rear. And then one of my favorite things about the new Grand Cherokee L is the massaging seats. I've got them activated right here. You've got a high, medium, and low setting with different massaging algorithms and everything already loaded in there. So definitely a really comfortable vehicle.
All right, well, why don't we take this bad boy for a drive? Let's get on the road.
Sounds great.
While I'm sitting back here, they do have the sunshades. It is sunny, so I have mine up right here, but you're going to have that on the left and the right side. So super easy to use. You do have the little cargo net right here on the back of the passenger and driver's seat, so you can put books, toys, whatever in there. You have your drink holders. We have keys sitting in here, and then you have your climate controls. Okay, so one thing that's really neat in this vehicle that's pretty much new for midsize SUV, you have these side vents right here in like the door panel. And this is amazing because typically in the back row, you only have them up high. So this is really great that you have it right there and, you know, kind of able to switch that. It also is in the third row, so we're gonna go ahead and show you those. This SUV's probably got more vents than any SUV I've ever seen, so it's really good. So one really nice feature on this vehicle, you can see it in the front, is the beautiful gray wood paneling. It's the whole entire front dash, and it comes over here onto the side doors. And even in the second row, normally it'll stop right in the first row, but even for the second row, you have it here on the door on the left side and the right side. Just beautifully done with this silver door handle. You have the black accent on the stereo for the Macintosh, and right here on these vents. It's just really beautiful. Now in the third row and the second row, you have USBs and USB-Cs here in the second row. You're also going to have them in the third row. So lots of places where you can plug in phones or tablets, which is going to be great on long rides.
One of the things on the new 5th generation Uconnect display is that we've transitioned now from Garmin GPS to TomTom navigation. I personally am a huge fan of it. You can see how responsive it is, and then this is pretty cool. When you get downtown, you can actually zoom in on buildings. There's Slugger Field right there. There's the apartments. I mean, it's just really, really nice looking navigation. Before that, a lot of customers would just use the Android Auto and Apple CarPlay to pull up Google Maps or Waze. But honestly, I think TomTom is just a really good looking system as well. Speaking of Android Auto and Apple CarPlay on the new 5th generation Uconnect, it is now a wireless Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. So once you pair up your phone and click allow on your phone, it will automatically mirror onto the screen. You don't have to use a USB or USB-C input. Obviously, it's always a good thing to use that because you can charge it at the same time, though this one is equipped with a wireless charging pad right here in the center, right next to your rotary dial shifter. This one is equipped with the Quadra-Lift air suspension, so you can actually adjust how high or low you want this vehicle to be. That's really good for older customers who may need to lower it down for ease of entry into the vehicle. And it's also great for those who want to go off-roading because you can lift the vehicle up and have that greater ground clearance while you're driving as well. Now as we hop on the expressway here, wanted to talk about some of the safety features as you're driving. So just like previous Grand Cherokees, you do have your blind spot monitoring on either side, on both of the mirrors, the little triangles that light up when someone's in your blind spot. You can also set it with a chime as well. So if I were to turn my turn signal on and someone's in my blind spot, you'll hear a double chime notifying me that, hey, don't get over quite yet, someone's in your blind spot. Adaptive cruise control is of course equipped on this vehicle as well, lane departure warning. So all of the safety features that you've grown accustomed to with the previous Grand Cherokee have transferred over on this vehicle as well. So as we pass this Dodge here, blind spot alert went off both on the light and also the chime when I turned my turn signal on to say, hey, don't get over quite yet. It's clear right now, so no chime, but as we pass this vehicle as well, don't worry guys, I am driving within the speed limit. There's our blind spot alert right there again. Yeah, so riding in this vehicle, sometimes it can be confusing because of how comfortable it is, but it is still a Jeep, and so with Jeep, we do have a full four-wheel drive system right here in the center. Just like on previous four-wheel drive systems in the Grand Cherokee, you have your auto setting as well as different algorithms, rock, sand, mud, snow, and sport. That's right next to your rotary dial shifter, and again, you have your quadrilift air suspension as well. Great and useful for off-roading to get you that better ground clearance.
Yeah, and like I said, I'm in the second row, as you guys can see, and it's extremely comfortable. You also, on the side, you may not be able to get on camera, but on the side here, there are these little hooky things where you can recline your seat. And so look at this, seriously. I can go all the way back. I'm legit, like, I could go to sleep right here. So Ben is driving, I might take a nap, but if you don't want to take a nap, it goes all the way up. So I mean, it's just super comfortable. And again, you know, you have heated seats back here. We have a beautiful panoramic sunroof, and Kenny is in the third row. I mean, mind you, I just said third row, and he is 6'2", and he has a ton of space. I mean, that's just crazy for an SUV. And he even mentioned that it feels more like a van than an SUV. So you've got off-road capabilities, you have just luxury. It really is a beautiful, beautiful SUV.
Two other pieces of technology new to this Grand Cherokee is, and you might be able to see it now that we're in a tunnel, is heads-up display right in front of me. It's difficult to see during the daytime. We also have an optional digital rear view mirror as well. Right now you can see that it's just a standard rear view, but if I do this, we have a digital rear view mirror. So if you have a lot of passengers, luggage, or if you're trailering something in the back, you can still be able to see, even though the windows may be obscured, you can see directly what's behind you there, and then just a flip like that goes back to the normal glass mirror. So really, really cool option that we introduced on the Rams first and now is available in the Grand Cherokee L. One really cool feature that I've talked about a little bit and alluded to is the new night vision camera. So it's accessible here on the instrument cluster. Just going to click over right there, and there you have your night vision. This is especially to detect at nighttime pedestrians, animals, all that good stuff. You can see Kenny's truck right there in front of us, but just really cool display right there in the instrument cluster.
All right, everyone, I hope you enjoyed this video. We really enjoyed doing this, taking it for a drive. I mean, we threw the drone up there. We had that night vision, which was awesome. I love that. Now, if you guys would like to stop in, take a look at it for yourselves, take it for a test drive, let us know. I think we have maybe 3 or 4 in stock right now.
I think we're up to like 7 or 8 now, in fact. Yeah, they keep landing every day. So.
Okay, well, even better.
Yep.
All right, guys, now let us know. All of our contact information will be listed right here on the side of this beautiful vehicle. Thanks, guys, for joining with us, and we look forward to seeing you all soon. Bye.